What's good, fam YouTube family? We back in a reaction video. We got my boy zephfire with straight out of Shibuya. This is a long one, 54. When's the last time we had something that was over like 54 minutes? It's been a minute, so I ain't even gonna hold us up for that long. Yeah, my boy channel gonna be linked down below. Along there's the video. Make sure you go show us a love. Hit the sub button, all the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Three of them things, except trash. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Make sure you go check out his channel. And, you know, we gotta hit the like. It's a long one. Pause, but it's a long one. Jesus. Let's get right into it.
And a clean crit. And Sukuna said, let me move. Whoa, don't block. Bow. Like, no, it's the peak. But if you're wondering why you're seeing my face right now instead of regular GIFs, it's because for some reason Mappa keeps taking down the intro for whatever reason. I have no idea.
Oh, that's crazy.
Do not ask me. I don't know what it is. Hopefully with my face, I'm like so chopped. They're like, bro, just let this a lot, bro. The video was really fun.
Hey, I got the
never making a video this long ever again, bro. This editing this was straight hell. Well, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That is literally all I had to say. Now I'm gonna end it off. DJ,
play it. Yuji Itadori. Start. Nanami and Fushiguro. Oh, this is I'm already messing with this already. Just off this one.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
So the arc starts with the craziest block party of all time. That be lit as hell. If I was in there, best believe I'm in those. But in a random act of straight terrorism, every member of the party gets Kirby sucked into the subway station. Nah, it's crazy. They aired the whole trap. And once that's finished, a veil is lifted around Shibuya. In the jarring visual of the veil just sitting on the horizon, tough. It reminds me of the Demon World portal from Chapter Black, which is my favorite anime arc of all time, next to only the Dark Tournament. And seeing such a great visual replicated here brings tears to my eyes. It's what I live for. Like, this whole show got so many Yu references, like the idea of domains itself coming from territories. But we gonna get to all that later, because the curses are in there, and they talking about some, if you don't bring Gojo, we murking each human one by one. And so they had no other option than to bring him out. Yo Gojo, you wanna come out here? So Gojo pulls up, and this nigga annoying, man. Y'all light skins think you can get away with anything. He's look what he doing. Like he can't levitate. Like, dog, these ain't even ups. He's just a piece of
relax.
Shit. But Gojo he ends up face to face with the ups. You came. Like, nah, this is three-man in existence. Who let these niggas outside? Like, you know it's over when you see Joko hitting that African father pose. These niggas like, come on, trash. Bro. Like, it really needs to be hung for his crimes. You picked up a homeless nigga in 2 ops so weak. When Gojo fought him, he turned him into an educational lesson on how to run a fade for his students. You're not serious. Even Joko was tight when he heard of the plan. He's like, nigga, is this even gonna work?
I hope so.
But Gojo over there cheesy, he knew this was free eats. He's all like, y'all can't even fight your way out of a paper bag and you trying to push up on me. Man, I'll face all y'all niggas.
Man, a body's a body. You think I'm here for you? Nah.
You think I'm here for you?
UAV tonight.
And they get to boxing. I love the dynamic this fight carries, man. Where these three have to use so many variables just to drive Gojo into a corner, just so they can have even a semblance of a chance. Especially with how they use the human bait to limit Gojo. It makes this fight so much more exhilarating than a basic 1v3 stomp. But these niggas sadly have the collective IQ of Mike Tyson reading a coloring book. Like, look at them, so geek. They really thought they caught the slip. They was like, wake up, nigga! Stupid! Gojo weaving out the way. But their plan is to use domain application not only to protect themselves, but to neutralize Gojo's curse technique, which allows them to actually land hits on Gojo. And the play that follows really shows Gojo's elite court vision. He calls ISO on Hanami talking about some
hey there, weed.
Talking like he's speaking to the plug. I still want that gas, yes. And he walks right into the jaw of the 2 ops. It don't get any better than this. Now they both looking at him thinking he's crazy, and they attack him at the same time. But Gojo grabs his arm and turns him into Neo. And he flicks to jump on the other arm, and nah. Bro, I'm trying to watch some JJK. Why y'all recommending me Diddy? I'm over here trying to cook some meat and they showing me the meat master. And he has the audacity to hump his arm too. Yeah, you a freak. And he said, why you need this when you can't even throw hands? Yaga! He flings Hanami across the stage with this Sonic Adventure type pose and starts abusing Jogo. And I'm over there screaming like a cartoon character. I'm starting to feel bad.
Look at him
over there sniggering. He's trying to...
Yes, it's a word.
But Gojo hiding under his cloak sniggering. But Gojo's trying so hard not to burst into tears because he actually has a plan. Unlike the collective IQ of this room not passing a score of 60, Gojo up at 300. He nothing like you niggas. He said all that to Hanami at the beginning only to divert all attention on Jogo to throw him off. And this leaves Hanami on the wall pondering. And the funny thing about stupid niggas, the longer you give them to think, the stupider they get. It's actually hilarious. It's like knowledge works inversely. But Hanami clearly don't get the memo. This like a white girl inviting you to her room after a party. This clear as day. Bait! I knew it! Sees Gojo deactivate his limitless while beating on Jogo and is like, oh, and uses her ultimate to go straight at Gojo. And clearly, this was not a play they spoke of. That's not how the game is played. And that had Jogo straight tight. He turns around and hits that Hanami guard the paint! Yeah!
Free bucket.
Had me pausing this scene like I was Drewski.
That boy need the good Lord, sweet baby Jesus.
Good Lord.
The devil for Gaia for gunshot.
I never seen someone this happy to be on a slow nigga. And guys, I want to mention the manga. This page of Gojo's face right here has to be one of my favorite pages in manga.
Look at it.
It's literally the cover of one of my Spotify playlists. It's so visceral, especially with all the pages looking like this, and then bam. I ain't gonna lie, Geki, that's a Hall of Famer. Put it in the
It is, that's tough.
And he gets that Metcalf chase down geeked, and I'm like, nah, this
look at him. Look how he moving.
Like that. And he grabs Hanami's antennas, and this scene right here had all the shorties geeked.
This is where you're weak, right?
Nah, why did he say that so erotically? Is sexually harassing the ops the move now? Nigga said F12, that is not
and he took it literally.
Oh nigga, you gay! And second off, replay that clip, DJ.
This is where you're weak, right?
I don't even know why the shorties was wet. I can do that too. This is where you're weak, right?
Nah.
But he gets on top of him, switches the grip, and this nigga should not be teaching.
Look how devious he looks, bro.
This move right here was crazy. Had her screaming like a Ken Carson intro. And right here is where Choso tries to be useful and sprays right at Gojo. He covers him in blood, but it was just a screen for Jogo to come from behind and clock him. With Hanami following suit. And they really out here having the aura off, but it's not even a fair match. It's like when y'all compare any type of artist to Michael Jackson. Oh my god, Taylor Swift! Like such a lame ass soap, nigga. Like MC dropped all this in one album, and y'all comparing them to Shake It Off, nigga. Kill yourself. But they pushing up on Gojo, and he's just like, you know, I really don't like it. And start pushing up on Hanami. No hands, just straight aura. Pressing her against the wall got her helpless. The situation was so dire, Jogo had to up the pole like civilians.
Look, Gojo!
And that did not work.
Cliff, do it then, nigga!
Did not care.
Me into a street side mural. I know Miles Morales and Uncle Aaron go see this like.
That's what I'm talking about. Fire! This shit means something to me.
And Gojo really has the audacity to turn around and say next. Like, bro, let's go. It's over.
I would have been out of there.
Oh my god, I'm horny.
But while all that's going on, we get to Yuji, and he's here with. Man, I know you, man. You don't play no music on her. Now I know I got eyes. She tough as hell. But every time I see her, I'm just like,
You a pedophile.
like you really had to make one of the baddest shorties in the show sleep with her brother. Like, are you serious right now? As much as I'd hate to endorse it, I still would.
I would too.
But Yuji catches wind that his top op Mahito is in Shibuya, and he's down for all smoke. And I love this on-timing movement. He's moving just like Gon, another Tagashi reference. I'm telling you, another glaze to the goat adds another 10 points to this arc. He runs into the train station and gets to fighting this little grasshopper. And my dog turned around and hit that.
That boy
Here's where we
chopped.
get the fight that is mandatory in all shonen. It's on the contract. The fight that is simply there to show you how strong the main character is. You could call it the MGM, the mandatory glaze match. You cannot name me a single battle shonen that does not have a fight like this. It could have little to no importance to the actual plot and is only there just to glaze the main character. If you're really good at doing it, you have a fight just like Goku versus the Ginyu Force. Watching that for the first time will literally alter your brain chemistry. And sometimes you're so good at it, you don't even need a fight. All you need is a punch. Ask Lucy. It's hilarious how every single shonen has this, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a guilty pleasure. Especially if it's written like this. The grasshopper
it's cooked.
We're talking about
it's
something.
cooking.
I have 4 arms and he has 2. So why am I the only one getting hit? With this really messy page in the manga looking elite. But other than that, I really enjoyed this fight, except for the fact that I'm watching this like someone diddled here. Because Yuji puts the beats on about to finish him off, but pause!
Yeah, that was...
Like, bro, what's up with all this freaky ish in the studio, bro? Who made this?
What's up?
Who made this burger, dog?
Who made it?
Who made this burger, man? I know
Who made it?
I mean, I ain't even gonna finish this fight, bro. Y'all got me pissed off, man. Next! We get back to Gojo, and he's out there chasing Jogo down. And I know I just...
Jogo throwing
Before I
humans.
continue, can I complain about how similar these niggas' names are? Yuji, Yuta, Todo, Toji, Gojo,
Jogo.
Like, it made recording this video so annoying. Like, Gegi, you're really a fraud. Dare I say the biggest fraud in Jump. You're in the same magazine with some of the coldest names ever uttered in fiction. And all you doing is swapping niggas' consonants. Bro, you're a hack. Well, Gojo's chasing him down,
but
and
it
he's
works though.
For dear life. And you really think this scene is about to be the last chapter of his life until we get this right here.
That boy hopped out. Yo!
Mahito arrives with his appetite of destruction. And I would just say it right now, I love this nigga as a villain. Everything about
he's a good villain.
Is built for you to hate him. From his traits,
that's how you make a
down
good
to
villain.
his powers, nothing about this nigga's redeemable. Like, there's this one scene around this section where Yuji's talking to one of the civilians, and we see his face get distorted in front of Yuji's eyes. The panel's so uncomfortable that it actually gives me goosebumps, and I love
that looks nasty.
That. That's a great villain on your hands, man. We might have an all-timer. But they start dropping in transfigured humans from all over the place. And this might sound crazy, but I really like how demented this plan is. These are curses, and they should not be thinking in orthodox ways to get the jump on Gojo. They should be moving inhumane, and that's exactly what they're doing. And it's actually working. They got Gojo out there frozen. But even through all this stress, Jogo still finds a way to get hoed. Because Jogo tries to sneak him, and Gojo's like, leaving him with one hand, one Sasuke cosplay. In this bit, Jogo really tried to run away smirking too, as if we ain't catch him, nigga.
You got caught.
But Gojo's still there, locked in place, and of course, now that they got all the coverage that they need, the ops wanna talk big.
I'ma make you agonize about this shit, Gojo. You can't up that fire, you can't. You bitch made.
I'm not bitch made, nigga. I make niggas bitches. Don't expansion. Limitless bands.
Talk. And started wilding.
0.2 seconds.
2/10
of a second is all he needed to get the upper hand. Using a domain expansion in that short a time to make sure everyone's brain doesn't turn out like sketch is an insane move. And this scene he cooked. With him sprinting across the room, killing every transfigured human with his bare hands. It is absolutely incredible.
Look how you move and that sense of urgency.
This line in the anime. It's one of my favorite pages in the manga, was my TikTok profile pic, and is the reference I use for my most popular video. But anyways, this scene ends with a body count of over 200 in 2/10 of a second. It's one of the greatest scenes in the show. Dare I say too great, because the ops got jealous and backdoor that nigga. And that's where we get him. And here we get Ghetto, and he is a terrific villain. with a marvelous intro too. It does everything it's supposed to. It leaves you with just enough intrigue to be invested, but enough disgust for you to hate him. Predominantly this scene right here where he removes his scalp revealing the brain, it's one of the best panels in the entire.
Look how it look.
Since we stare for best manga villain introductions, it really don't get better than this. I can't wait to see what this series does with his character, and surely they don't sell him right. But once Gojo gets sealed, Yuji gets informed that Gojo got locked up. Feds did a sweep, and Yuji made damn sure the whole block knew. He said, 15 outside, baby, I sound like a damn dog. I wanted to be just like my... That's a real nigga's vocals. I wanted to be just like my sensei. He a damn dog. Satoru Gojo! And from this point forward, this arc is just hands.
I'm loving this video, by the way.
They dropped any and all story and said, come to the streets, bro!
We finna bang.
And me personally, I love it. I am a simple man. Give me cool designs, cool powers, and real niggas scuffling, and I will enjoy your product.
I'm right there with you.
It's the pure definition of it. Now, the first draft of this video I made in July. I said, and I quote, there's a lot of great manga arcs that do this, and I feel like this is one of the best. Now, would I agree with that statement now? Not gonna lie, after rereading and rewatching this arc for this video, I actually like it a lot less. Now, I know some of y'all don't really care because a lot of y'all can't read. But the manga version of this arc, I think, is extremely bare bones. Like, I can't tell you the amount of fights in the manga that would start and end faster than Rocky and Sairiyana. In every fight I was reading, just like me, like, that's it? That's Shibuya? That was like 30 pages of talking. And it brought me to a conclusion I don't think a lot of y'all gonna like to hear. JJK is carried by animation. Let me explain.
Talk.
Now, I hate the term carried by animation because, like, every term you give to an anime fan, they gonna abuse it. Like, if I hear break the internet one more time, I'm sonic booming you to the chest. But my main problem with this statement is that it's extremely vague. Like, what is the difference between a good adaptation and it being carried by the anime? Because if I go with what the internet says, nigga, JJK is 100% carried by animation. Like, if I take the 3 most popular fights in the anime version of this arc, 2 of them in the manga are some straight basura. Megami versus Toji, despite being a whole episode of elite hands in the anime, is a singular chapter, and it does nothing of note. The art, whack. The paneling, whack. Half of the chapter is yapping, whack. And it's the same with Sukuna versus Mahoraga, man. That fight is 2 chapters long, and it does nothing special. These fights are only good because of the anime. And I'd go as far to say most of the fights are carried by animation if we go as far back as season 1. And I know some of y'all gonna be like, it's the manga, bro. Of course it's gonna be worse.
No, wrong.
That's a flagrant foul, false information. Because damn near every shonen great, the manga fight is at least comp. You can make the argument that Goku versus Frieza is literally better in the manga. I feel like 90% of Naruto fights are interchangeable within the anime and the manga, and One Punch Man's manga is just better. And even with how godly season manga is animated, the manga is still gonna force a game 7. So no, I'm not taking that as an excuse. So if you want to say JJK is carried by animation, feel free. I brought this up as something of a discussion. I wouldn't say it is, but I want to know y'all's thoughts. I only reserve the term carried by animation for things that are written badly but animated so well people forget it was written poorly. Ace. But anywho, so it's revealed that they cannot save Gojo unless they take down the barrier, and they gotta break these 3 nails in order to do so. And these 3 nails are being guarded by Wario's slow cousin, Japanese Aunt Jemima, and
Look at the top of his head.
Trash. A bunch of trash. A bunch of garbage.
Now this gotta be the sorriest 3-man squad next to these niggas. Now even though their old ass should now be outside, they're here for a reason. They're trying to get revenge on Gojo. And that's because this man Gojo is so him. This nigga changed the difficulty level of the server just by spawning. And I can't even blame him. Imagine being in the same Fortnite lobby as Prime Daquan. I'd feel the same way.
Yeah, I'd be one.
Gojo. Nigga, this a toddler! You got ran out your hood by a nigga that can't even die. Like, nigga.
By a toddler?
Like, imagine getting ran out your hood by Lil RT, bro. Y'all are not serious. But anyways, they over there hiding on top of a skyscraper talking about some, yo, They can't find us, right? Nah, we too high up.
Bro wanna be Zoro fit, pre-time skip Zoro fit so bad.
They rise with this clean pull-up, and Yuji hits the old nigga with the Spider-Man beaming them to the floor. And that leads into the fight with Yuji and Megumi against Jiro. And tally up the jumping counter. It's not going down anytime
There's
soon.
never.
The amount of jumping they're doing, you think they're 5 little Kai Cenats on a bed. But this fight is crazy. I love the creativity of this entire match. Jiro's ability is one of the most creative I've seen in anime. But if there was one complaint that I had for this fight, I wish there was more of a challenge trying to find out how his ability worked. Because I like how Megumi tries to figure it out, but he pins it down way too fast. Geki really gave a here nigga damn solution. Like, nigga, could you try? And he had the audacity to try to be cold too, thinking he the Cape Crusader, dog.
Right, he think he Itachi or something. Like, get off that pole,
I know
bro.
people call Yuji Mr. Left Right, real niggas know it's Yusuke, but Yuji really got a top 3 anime fighting style. He straight hit at parkour and pistol whipping V's at folk. How can I complain about this? This peak.
You can't.
Overall, this is a great little mid-arc fight. But next up, we got this nigga up against the Shiesty. Like,
Look how he pulled it on.
Confirming you that the sorcerers are just some hood niggas. I don't know what to tell you. You're stupid.
They are, bro.
Now, my nigga gets the beating on this guy right here. And the main reason the Shiesty Warriors even winning this battle is because you see all these attacks he's throwing out? These are for the grandma. Yes! YNs are dunking on their moms now. Who let this nigga on the streets? And Shiesty Warrior attacking the grandma is the only reason why he's taking all these hits. Like, bro, I don't even know who to root for anymore. The Diddy Disciple or the Crash Dummy? It's looking real scary. But she sees her son getting whooped and she's talking about some, son, take your perk. Man, I know, grandma. But little did that nigga know, the plug done laced him. Oh my god, nigga, this perk! And here we get the return.
The demon. The demon
don't die. And this old lady really had me crying. She moving just like Megumi. You brought out Toji for this nigga? And I'm crying. This is the first shonen anime of all time where no cast wants a fade. You got Ichigo in Bleach letting you go so he can fight you at your best. Goku on in the fade no matter who you are for real. You pull up on any cast member in JJK with the intention to smoke, you're getting a nuke dropped on you. Like you really had Megumi about to drop a worldwide calamity curse just to fight a horny nigga with CTE. Like they really taking the meaning out the word jumping. They really ganging up on seafood, nigga. But we get back to it, and Toji does the Shiesty nigga so bad. He's like,
just jumping killers.
Dog. But who you know?
Dude, really Shiesty. Give me that.
Removing the ski and goes, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Beating this nigga into oblivion. Hitting the face so much he turned into handsome Squidward. And he booms the old woman too. He's like, hey, you a sorcerer too, right? Yes. 12, nigga.
Cleaned her up. Clean grandma up, man.
While those fights end, Yuji carries on while Megumi stays behind to take care of Ino. We get a glimpse of Nanami approaching the scene. We get a small little clip of Mei and oh my god. Physicists would have to defy all laws of thermodynamics as we know it to remove my tongue from her booty.
No cap.
Alright, bro, my fault.
Nope, we here.
And here we get Nobara against this nigga. Now, Nobara is such a sad case, man. Because up to this point, I mess with her heavy. You mentioned Nobara, I'm like, that's my guy! That's my guy!
That's my guy,
for real. I really like what the series did to her character, and there isn't many female shonen characters I'd put over her, unless they're from, like, One Piece. And by the time season 1 ended, if you ask me, she was a projected Hall of Famer. But
she was.
She turned
still
out
is.
Van Simmons. And I want you
to she still is, but she
say this.
Chill out.
You are trash.
No.
I really thought she was gonna change the game until I realized this is essentially her last arc. In the only 2 fights that she has. Ain't nothing I can do about it. It's actually sickening. Everyone in the main 4 gets a win, a cold moment, or at the bare minimum, a cool fight. And Nobara gets nothing but a first date with the pavement in her only 2 fights. If a loser like Megumi could have 3 whole fights. Nobara should too. Like, come on, bro. That's just not fair.
You spitting right now because it's not
Sunshine
literally
is losing to a Twitch streamer of all things. Hey, 50 gifted for every woman I kick.
Like, bro, he's a loser.
Yeah, that man
bro.
Haruto was moving grimy. Took out Nobara in one hit, got it looking like a Mortal Kombat fatality, and started torturing this sweetheart right here. He was like, yo, chat, W or L yacht. Like, nah, brother, you just cooked. This man moving like Trump becomes prime LeBron the moment his opponent's a woman. And just to prove my point,
on, bro.
Watch how this next nigga does him.
And he got instantly cooked.
Nanami, written in all caps,
Cold.
up. And the way
Cold.
he does this nigga is straight grimy. He walks up on
Cooked them, washed them.
Where are your partners? This nigga asking me like I'm gonna snitch, chat. Get the f out of here, unk. And this man took both hits like nothing happened.
He said, alright,
it proceeds to say, why you touching me instead of answering the question? You read Braille, nigga? Fine, read what my face says. Now, did you read that, nigga? In this frame right here, had every shorty geeked, and I can't lie to you.
Oh my god.
See why? That man's physique looking marvelous. And he throws Haruta across Japan faster than a commuter rail. And then we get back to Yuji. Wait, hold on. Is that Twin and Umaki?
Yeah, he said, what's good, gang?
Yeah, I ain't see you there, not gonna lie, bro. What they got going on over here?
Hold on, got that old coupe outside.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go catch some smoke, bro. You trying to pull up? Alright, I'm gonna leave you to it, bro.
Look how he got out of them.
Yuji begins his chase down to the subway station, and this fight right here starts on sight.
Literally. Well, he said, wait, headshot.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, nigga. My
Get
nigga
straight
saw
to it.
Sorcerer, and he said it's on sight. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I love to see. And this is one of the best fights in the arc. The animators were straight up flexing. The colors were looking elite. The animation, glorious. They even switched to first person so you could get all in on the action. Like, buddy, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. And I know they was loving the first person business, but I'm not gonna lie, gang. Back up. You invaded my personal space. But this fight is extraordinary. I love how their mixture of fighting styles bleeds within the fight. With Choso being a ranged fighter trying to keep distance, while Yuji closes the gap trying to keep it in the streets. And I love how it shows itself in the fight, specifically right here. Yuji jumps in the air as bait, and like a IG bot DMing a horny nigga, Choso fell for the bait, thought it was free eats. Stupid!
No,
he hits another right into a mean right. But right before his right lands, Yuji begins his inner monologue. And I'm here to tell you right now, if an anime character is explaining their plan before they execute it, nigga, that plan is not happening. It's like a sick joke. They'll spend 10 minutes explaining the plan only for it to go wrong the direct next scene. Animes are the greatest to ever do it when it comes to wasting your time. But that's exactly what happens right here, because Choso hits him with the sniping his back, and Choso immediately goes to stab the Tims. And I'm not gonna lie, my boy, right there, he did you a favor. Please throw them Under Armour Tims away. Yuji gets launched away, and that's when Mekamaru pulls up like he's Steve Kerr. He's trying to coach Yuji to a championship. He's down 3-0. And to do this, they hide in the bathroom, and Mekamaru starts talking mad hot. And I don't know why Mekamaru, Mr. Cyborg, is out here talking like
please stop talking.
To this arc wasn't him getting back. Like, I mean, I guess. Choso chases him in the bathroom only for the sprinklers to come raining down, and that disables his blood bending powers. Now, this is because of a little thing called osmosis, but I'm not gonna explain this, bro. Who y'all niggas think I am? Bill Nye?
I got these though.
And this is where they really get to the boxing. And this is where everybody be gassing up this fight. And this is where, despite my rant earlier, I gotta give respects to the manga. Fighting in the bathroom with the water as a backdrop is so dope. And the bathroom is such a genius place to have a fight too, because it's instantly relatable, and it makes the crazy parkour Yuji does that much more enticing. But we get back to it with Yuji kicking Brody through 50 whole stalls. Yuji runs in and they hit a clash, and Choso sprays that nigga in the face. And this is where Yuji moves a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie, he hit the JP. You ever hit a mediator? And the fight ends with Choso pummeling this nigga to the wall. This is definitely my favorite fight in the arc. Throwing them though, like they really. Choso randomly getting the memory that Yuji's his brother and letting him go. It's a fantastic ending. I lie, nigga, that's trash. Choso randomly getting the memory that Yuji's his brother just feels so contrived. And I get that that's his
good word.
He felt
Let
that for
them
all of his
read.
brothers dying. But that does not change the fact that this feels like such a cop-out, bruh. Like, I
It
don't know how
is.
to put it
It
into
was.
words. It's just such an unsatisfying ending. Instead of it
It
feeling like
was.
a clever twist that you would be able to find out before it's actually revealed, it just feels like this nigga wanted to save Yuji for plot. Like, I don't feel satisfied when I read this, nigga. I feel angry. Like, imagine if you're watching Star Wars and right
It was a
before
real
Darth
pull.
Vader
It was a
kills
pull.
Luke, he's just like,
Leave me alone!
and then lets him go. Nigga, that be trash! And that's
Yeah.
exactly how I feel at this. I don't feel satisfied when I read this ending, nigga. I feel like I got robbed. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. Y'all can let me know in the comments.
No, we got robbed because it's like
of this ending, but I ain't mess with it at all, gang. Alright, rant over. So anyways, we get back to P-Dip. QP. And they out here jumping this lobster. It's a pretty cool fight. It doesn't do anything crazy or anything.
Think about girl Maki.
I'll be completely honest. Especially with the attempt to make Megumi look useful. But if anything, it just makes him look slow. Because he comes from outside the domain, enters the domain, and his main plan inside the domain is to break the domain. And if you read
Like, you
JJK
could've did
for
that
more than
from
4
outside.
seconds, you would know domains are easier to break from the outside. And this nigga with all 3 of his brain cells decides to take the harder route. Like, I don't know if he was trying to be Superman for Maki or something, but this made you look so effing stupid.
So
But for a final
trash.
compliment, Dagon's domain looks really cool. Megumi finally
No
breaks
cap.
a hole in the domain, and just when they're about to escape, I saw the
Big
box
goat.
of the narrator glazing. I was like, yup, we about to get a banger. And he was out there spinning. They were all about to bear witness to the flesh
to
of the one who is
one who is free. Chopper tones on.
So Toji pulls up without warning in the coldest way possible. And these anime narrators be giving the most Hall of Fame type of glaze. And normally
but
I'd
it's
be frying
tough,
them,
though.
but they are so
It be tough.
I have to let it slide. The speech he gave right here, the moment he appears talking about something to the one who left it all behind, and his overwhelming intensity. Like, that's what you call motherfucking bars, nigga. Like, I would say you
Could.
rewrite it, but shit, nigga, I'm bouncing
Could.
too. This scene and Gojo's equivalent are both in
I
my
am
top
too, I ain't gonna
10
lie.
of the entire series. The narrator had no reason to glaze like that, and he was out there moving crazy. He straight suns Maki, ripping the weapon from her
He
hand,
said, "Watch out."
out-aura'd, and immediately goes to run the fade. As the manga says, he had become a puppet of carnage. He just looking for the strongest nigga to fade. He think he that one nigga, and he straight works him. Look at this nigga.
He
Throwing
beat,
this nigga
bro. He
across
beat him
the
so
ocean
bad,
like
bro.
he's in surfs up, straight eating all the attacks he throws at him. And
Literally.
What the fuck?
again, who was in the studio? Got him dangling his tongue like this. Nigga, you're 40. And with everything in his arsenal,
But
bro
he's
is getting
moving, though.
mollywopped.
He
Toji really
moving,
hit him
though,
with
bro.
the hit the J's, nigga. Even the side niggas were getting concerned. And while they escaping, they just look up in the air and see Toji hit that.
Now it's over.
Start
And
shanking
combos that
him,
nigga
bro.
into oblivion.
He's
This
shanking
corpse
him.
laid on the floor and Toji standing in front of them. Perfect. And after witnessing all that, they all out there speechless. And this man Toji starts menacingly walking towards them. The anime playing no music whatsoever. They want you to hear them crusted ass J's, leaving blood on the floor with every step. And this right here had me at the edge of my seat, especially with the manga going.
'Cause you know it was about to be-
solely on instinct. He bares his fangs at the strongest around. I was like, nah, who's it gonna be? This the greatest ISO of all time. But as
call the
if
ISO.
It was a sick joke. As if Gegi was writing this page cackling. This nigga chooses Megumi to run the ISO with. Like, nigga, I almost left. You want me to say that again? Megumi for the
Yeah.
ISO. Man, that boy
He
getting
said-
crossed. And this fight is cool, kind of disappointing, but it's cool. And this is where I could talk about my Megumi complaints. And for me, I'm not gonna lie, it's just because he's boring. When he's bouncing
don't
off
do
of other
nothing, bro.
characters like Yuji, Nobara, or even Gojo, he is so entertaining. His straight man act is perfect. But all the 3 characters I just mentioned, even though they're by themselves and not in their usual bubbly personalities, they are still
cook.
insanely captivating in their own
They
right.
are. fire.
This nigga has two emotions, and we see this one
Calm and
like,
crazy.
if I was to put this to words, he's just a sauceless Karama. And when I rewatched this fight for this video, it really just confirmed my
Tranquil
thoughts.
and manic
It's just a
go
perfect
hand in
opportunity
hand.
to add some more to Megumi's character, like just giving me a
If you know where that bar
something.
from,
But
you'll
you
go.
know what we get? Zilch, nada, nothing. Like if I was in my regular commentary mode, nigga, this fight's a 10. Look at how he manhandles this nigga. He's like, make. This man killing the gang of rabbits with pebbles from the air. And the animation of this fight is just impeccable.
So fire,
in that
bro.
commentary mode, these complaints wouldn't even come up. And it's like, bro, he's fighting his father and all we get is hands, no character, no
All
interaction,
hands.
nothing.
All hands.
I went to
All
Geki, I
hands.
said, y'all got character development? He said, nah, we
Nope.
got aura, nigga. And the moment Toji finds out that Megumi's his son and this fight could actually get interesting, this nigga kills himself. Like, is this nigga serious? Like, I've never seen such a narrative castration. The moment it's about
Get thrown
to
out
get
the
interesting,
window.
he just dies. Just like the Choso ending, I feel like this is an insane writing choice. How did this slide? Now, I'm not asking for the most thematic-ish of all time, but it's like nothing. Like even Vegeta, when he learned about the fate of his parents on Namek, nigga didn't
He just
even
didn't care.
And he still kills him. But I would rather have the prospect of me getting a panel like this showing that he doesn't care than me not even getting the interaction, because even this small of a panel adds a great layer to Vegeta's character, and we could have got something like that here, but we get nothing. I don't know. Again, y'all could comment if I'm missing the point, but I've seen no one complain about this, but it was so glaring when I rewatched this arc for this video. But narrative aside, nigga, this fight still bang. They was in them straight trenches, and the end of this fight leads into the best fight in this arc, and in order to get there, we gonna have to switch gears to another character. And we return to these three, and they end up encountering Jogo. And in a scene that shocked the world, Jogo really squad wipes all these niggas, beaming Nanami in their chest, and before Maki can even react,
Blitzed
to the
him.
back of your head, name a year Joe and B went to the finals.
Never.
Trick question. And the old nigga really tries to hit the Jets, but nah.
He on him.
No.
On him. On him.
It seems like this where you forget that he's actually a formidable threat. It reminds me of Yamcha. Other readers think the character is not like that. Whole time
You gotta think about who
his
he's
matchups
fighting.
are just extremely unfair.
Literally,
Besides literally the Cybermen, every fight he's been in is against the strongest nigga in the arc. And in some of them, he actually does pretty well. But nah, man, Yamcha's a useless Z fighter. As if Chaozu is not there.
Mr. Blow himself up and don't take nobody with him.
Let me chill out. But Jogo's about to finish him off, and then he feels the straight.
That
I don't know whether
heartbeat, boy,
to call
that
this
aura.
Sukuna's aura or unbounded glaze. Nigga, this is insane.
Both.
I don't even think Ebony Maw
It's
was
both.
that bad. You felt this nigga from across this city like, nigga,
It's both.
you're a freak. And then we got these two girls here fingering Yuji. And Jogo's like, stop! You're gonna finger my king without me? Like, nah, bro, why am I even covering this, bro? He's
Without
15! When all that's over, Jogo looks over and all he sees is
Back up, nigga.
Run, bitch!
got me back
Get on your
outside with these
knees.
dirty ass Uggs on. That little nigga needs some trip. He stained the phones! How can he stain them and still have
He don't.
this finesse? I don't like when
Because he's him.
get down. You really
He said-
pulled up on me with a sky top? Man, you is a bitch. Speaking of bitches, what that mouth do? Sir, we're 16. Oh, my fault. Raise your heads.
Yeah.
God!
Like, why are you here?
What kind of minor ass comes to a function in Shibuya? Did you not
Right.
sing a flyer? Hoes only.
I'm kidding!
Only.
Canceled the bit!
Yeah, shut up.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. You just flipped our whole two-man. She busy, little bro. My fault. As we can clearly see, Sukuna just went on a rampage. And he looks at Jogo like,
Nah,
you
Sukuna
next.
tore the
And
city
Jogo
up.
tries his best to bargain for his life. And Sukuna says, I normally don't do this. But for you, my friend. Hit him with the classic Arab line. If you hear that, you're getting a once-in-a-lifetime deal. And Sukuna says, if you can land one hit on me, I will do whatever you want. But while you do that, I'll kill everybody in Shibuya. And that nigga Jogo said, bet, not knowing he just signed a death warrant. Because I went to go
No,
get a drink
he-
of water.
bro, he
I came
really
back,
did.
And he got this nigga looking like he's, buddy, The fight just started. He tries to boom Sukuna, but peep the impact frame. Niggas been so strong it's showing through the impact frame. What the f is going on?
No veneers
while
are
he
these.
was charging that blast, Sukuna broke his arms.
Look at him. He
mid-impact.
blitz.
It throws a brick at this nigga. And I gotta respect Jogo. He's getting up with his head dented, still trying to box. In this fight, whether in the anime or in the manga, is incredible.
Great.
Seeing Jogo pull out all the
slaughter
stops just to get on this nigga, and Sukuna beating him down with straight ease. I'm talking straight kicking this nigga, talking about something. Ain't got a Sukuna, ain't got a Sukuna, ain't got a Sukuna. Beating him down an entire skyscraper, talking about something. You know, under this gorgeous moonlight, I can see how disgusting you are. Did that boy just like Soldier.
Look at his jaw.
I can see that you been whacked.
And then whenever Jogo would try to put his hands on him, Sukuna would say, "These?
You ain't gonna get these back."
Breaking his hands every time. You get it smoked. I love whenever Sukuna pulls up because it always completely flips the direction of the story. In this fight is a great example of it. He pulls up and gives everybody a bad time. Like this one part here where Jogo unleashes an entire meteor. And when civilians try to leave the scene, Sukuna's like, English or Spanish? I mean, I speak English, but if you move, you're gay.
You got something in
your nose.
Nah, I'm playing. I ain't homophobic. It's one of the most tense scenes in the entire arc. I love
Look at his face.
Sukuna says enough of all that, and we gonna go hit for hit, 5 for 5, and well.
Ooh, God. I hope you got your aim on, cuz. Hope you.
And when they let it off, I'm crying. Why is the next scene this nigga dead? I don't know why JJK loves to do this. I'm not gonna spoil any characters. You know I can't say that. When Gojo dies, they do the same thing. I don't know why he doesn't like showing the niggas dying. We just go straight to the afterlife post-game talk. I don't like it in Gojo's context, but here it's actually more disrespectful than showing how he died.
Yeah, Gojo's was crazy.
Look at my favorite moment in the entire series, where Sukuna looks at Jogo and is like, "You fought well, my nigga. You really had that fire on you. Stand proud. You strong."
Like, he lied to him, bro.
Did this nigga just glaze me? Yes, nigga. I did.
He cooked you too.
And after that, for whatever reason, Yurimi pulls up and Sukuna's like,
Darnell, that's you.
Boy,
Looking like
1968.
Megumi's walking out of the fight with his father looking destroyed. And sadly, he runs right into Haruta. "Hey, yo, chat, I'm about to do this nigga real grimy, bro. Plugs don't touch." And Megumi gets back up like,
"That's some real.
Next nigga's about to do you. You should have been streaming on Kick." And despite this nigga Megumi trying to summon Mahoraga on a jobless, horny high schooler, a tree, and a psychopath, him using this ish Arkai-Sanet is the only time he was ever justified. Haruta sees Mahoraga
Actually,
pulling up and look at him, feigning to materialize. And Megumi sees the fear in his eyes and he's like, "You scared? You should have stayed the fuck home."
We outside.
Don't worry, it's gonna be okay, right, chat?
No, it's not.
And Haruta's over there.
That's his old man.
And just when Mahoraga's about to take it,
he said, hold on, calm down, Jamal.
pulls up to save his sorry ass. And although this fight really ain't moved me in the manga, I think we could all agree in the anime, this is by far the best fight. In this fight, I really couldn't put to words how incredible this is, bro. They had the MAPPA animators working triple overtime just to get this out. And it really got to the point where the animators were just shooting everything on the court. I'ma just commentate some of my favorite segments, like this one right here where Mahoraga rushes right at Sukuna, and Sukuna hits him with the JRPG ultimate, splitting every limb off this nigga. But you know Mahoraga, once he gets hit with it once, he's like, I understand it now. Moving like lethal shooter and uses all of his disembodied limbs to come at this nigga. What's the right? Cut, weave. People, the arm flies off and then grabs Sukuna's right. Nigga said, get off me. Pop, pop, weave. Got him standing off like it's a pay-per-view. Then he jumps off to destroy the ceiling.
Like
Sukuna lands behind him. That's a crazy one. That's a good one. With a Falcon knee, flying across the stage. Mahoraga loses half of his body and said, eat that, and said another, sending him flying across the arena, getting the rest of his body to stomp on him. Sukuna spin moving out, hitting that. blowing the smoke off the entire area. Got Mahoraga so confused he started hitting the air. Get that guy.
Look at him. Who is he boxing?
And then Sukuna just starts dancing on him. Watch this slice. We move around this nigga and slices again. And then we got Mahoraga hitting a clean crit. And Sukuna said, let me move. Whoa, don't block, nigga. Bow. This shit peak! Like, bro, whoever animated this part, give this nigga a raise immediately. And this fight is literally 20 straight minutes of some of the best animation you'll ever see. You got Sukuna hitting him with so many body shots you think he's 50 Cent, only for him to get up like...
Many men.
Wish death upon me.
Standing ovation for this fight. It's one of the best ever made. But let's wrap this up, shall we? We got Sukuna throwing up his gang signs, hitting Malevolent Shrine. Hold on, bars.
Shut your lame ass up, nigga.
And let's just say they push Shibuya up in flames. Look at all this.
They did more than push Shibuya up in flames.
All while Sukuna's laughing at the top of his lungs.
Look at him.
And he kills off Mahoraga while wiping out the entire city. And this nigga being the elite D-head that he is. Once he's racked up the kill count to probably over 9,
I'll put it on Yuji.
gives control back to Yuji, causing him to have a mental breakdown. Like, nigga, you an elite piece of shit. What is wrong with you? And not even the show taking Yuji seriously, because while he's breaking down, they decide to play the ending theme during his moment. Niggas always say men's mental health matters until they have to actually help a man.
Exactly. Bars.
But anyways, Nanami somehow survived against Jogo, and he's having his last stand against these horde of curses. It's so sad but fire at the same time. Although I think horde fights are a seriously underrated art form, last stand fights I think are just as cold, and they put both of them into one. Incredible. It's like watching a Warriors game, and I'm not talking Curry, I'm talking this. And while crossing him up, he's over there thinking of a better life, only to get stopped by Mahito. And Yuji pulls up only
at the
to see
wrong time.
And this is such a great catalyst for the ensuing fight. Yuji already hates Mahito enough. It's a great send-off to Nanami, a seamless spark of motivation for Yuji, and another reason to hate on that bitch ass nigga. He really up there with one of the greats like Prime Gabby in AOT, Danzo from Naruto. You're talented if you could write a great villain, but you're a different breed if you could write a hateable character. Especially with this scene right here.
What the hell are you? Mahito! You don't have to shout! I can hear you fine! Yuji Itadori!
Nah, I hate this. I would've. And Yuji is pissed. He runs right after Mahito. He puts up a wall, and right when Yuji's about to break it down, it says... I love how his despicably evil traits just beam through every action he does.
Yuji's such a better man than me, because
Yuji obviously hesitates and he backs away, only to get pursued by this giant worm. And Yuji really pressing back his mouth with his bare hands, dog. Look at his teeth. Got my man's looking like and Mahito really hits him with the Diddy deception. He comes out of this nigga's throat like and sucks him. Have my dog rolling like a bowling ball. But this, like I stated, is a fantastic fight. Great animation. Mahito and Yuji bounce off each other beautifully, and Mahito being so proactively evil just makes this fight so entertaining. Like him stabbing a puppet Junpei in Yuji's face is all the way diabolical.
Crazy.
I promise you, let a nigga do that to me, he's gonna wish he sees hell. And this fight is also just mad creative, adding so much more than what was in the manga. But there's this one section where they do this close quarters hallway combat, and this is really Yuji's domain. You a little boy. Mahito can't hang. Got him looking like King Crimson. If you know, you know. Having Yuji kicking the wall so you could have more space and dodging spikes while handling Mahito. This whole section was looking like a Mario Galaxy
quarter combat. That's Yuji.
We got a section where Mahito's hitting Mega Man blasters all on Yuji, and even a fantastic scuffle in the elevator. Even though Mahito tries to diddy him.
Yeah, that was insane.
This gotta be a top 2 fight in the entire arc. If I was to break down everything that happened, we'd be here all day. me. But while Yuji and Mahito are boxing, Nobara's also fighting a Mahito clone. It's a great little scuffle as well, and it shows why Nobara is also
She's one of them. She's one of them.
to Mahito when it comes to fighting. So when we get to Yuji and Mahito uses a human's body as literal Kool-Aid as a screen so he can backdoor Yuji. Like, dog, what type of Draymond Green ass screen is this? And I was watching them charge in like, no.
You gotta love so Illuminati quotable.
If he got this off, I'm making sure Genji's throat got more holes than 50 Cent. But because of Nobara's Renaissance technique, I'm not going to explain this shit put on the screen. It leaves both Mahito stunned, and Yuji gets to work.
Demon. Look at him cracking them.
That's Mr. Left Right, nigga! He's getting peace so bad, he decides to turn into little niggas! Like, nigga, huh? This nigga damn near as cracked as Majin Buu. What ability does he not have? But the two Mahitos leave Yuji and Nobara into a trap. And the thing that's crazy, the Mahito clone ain't even know she knew Yuji. But he was like, man, the way this bitch speak, I know they have to know each other. I'm like, come on, bro. Corpse to his body and destroy his soul. But they dap up and Mahito runs at Nobara, had Yuji in the back like, and
but my thing is like they had her just
must be working with the curses too, because they really left this shot of Nobara holding her eye for 40 straight seconds talking about some, oh no, my eye.
And they just had her standing there, bro. Like, come on,
audacity, the gall, nigga, the nerve. Immediately switch the scene to 2009. Let me say that again, nigga, 2009. Like, bro, I hate when anime do this. Y'all ain't give a fuck about that bitch till she was dead. It's so sad. It's like when artists die and niggas go through their whole discography pretending they're hip. You did not know Takeoff in 2009, nigga.
No, like, you did not.
Like, bro, the trope just gets me so mad. Like, I can't think of a single nigga who actually legitimately likes it, yet it continuously happens. Which one of y'all niggas is actually caring about a character after a proactive flashback? Like, bro, stop doing it. This shit stink. Like, how about, crazy idea, right? Y'all make me care about the characters before they die. Demon Slayer don't tell you anything about any character until they're already in hell, and I cannot begin to describe the amount of times Agami got killed. And this is just the God, please don't talk about that. I can name 50 other shows. How many popular characters that you named that had a very short runtime but were immensely popular after they died? That's because when you kill off a character niggas like, they just gonna like them more. If you want to do a backstory after death, do it like Itachi. That flashback flipped everything we thought we knew about him on its head. These flashbacks just want to make me feel bad, nigga. I don't. Rest in piss. And when Yuji sees Nobara's corpse on the floor, this man breaks into straight tears. And I was watching this expecting an Orihime breakdown type scene with my man Yuji just lost in the sauce. But no. Because while he's crying, all you hear is the zooms of this nigga running. And he said,
not giving him no chance.
And hits a crit on this nigga. And he does
not giving him no chance.
So bad while talking the straight illest. And I love it. I love the speech he gives. It perfectly encapsulates the arc and the moment. The dried out colors in the animation really emphasizing the beatdown makes it so much harder to watch. And the fact that there's no music too, all you could hear is Mahito beating on Yuji's body. It's great, bro. Get these niggas at Mappa a Grammy. But before Yuji's sent away, all you hear is,
tell them where you from.
Straight out of Compton. Another great
my boy.
And I love this nigga's friend, the chain on, the fit iced, and he talking about some we the exception. You heard? We ain't like you niggas. And Toji reminds Yuji of the thing that helps any man out of depression: a bad bitch.
Light skin ass. Light skin bush.
Light skin
I'm telling you, I never seen a nigga get up so quick. And here's where we get Todo and Yuji against Mahito. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this fight as much as other people. And it's not even because this fight is bad or anything. There's a lot of segments of this fight I really enjoy. This battle comes off more as basic fighting instead of the immense creativity that was just in Yuji versus Mahito. But there's still some great visual segments, fantastic moments, like all three of them unlocking 120% of their potential. Mahito Mahito copying Gojo with this 0.2 second domain expansion, and Todo literally cutting his arm off so he doesn't become the Gorlock. This fight is still impeccable. It's not really one of my favorites, but it's a great finisher to the arc. Especially with the Yuji finisher against Mahito's final form. Hit him with the
smashed on him. And then we got the walk down of the year.
When it's all over, Yuji gives the same speech Mahito gave to him, and they play off each other fantastically. Because
gave
Mahito
him the walk down of the century.
Instill despair inside Yuji, try to make him realize he's a little boy in a larger plot. And in this speech, Yuji's like, nigga, I know. I'm just doing what I have to do. And if I have to kill you again and again and again, nigga, I will gladly do so. Well, let's go home. It's over. Let's go. One of Yuji's best moments. And Mahito gets to run in like the little bitch he is, only to
walk down
the feet of Ghetto. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like how this arc ends. Like, I don't know about y'all niggas, it just feels so messy. It feels like the Bleach Soul Society ending, but like not as cool. Because literally 50 niggas spawn in, and then Ghetto's like, see you in the next arc. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
it's literally a sauceless version of the Soul Society ending. It's damn near the same thing, but infinitely worse. Now the ending of the arc may be disappointing, but the ending of the entire season? Hell nah. Because it ends with Yuta staring at the viewer, talking about some, I will kill Yuji Itadori myself. I have a lot of things to say about Yuta, but I'm gonna save it for later. But for now, this is a fantastic cliffhanger to the arc. But in conclusion though, although I don't like this arc as much as I remember, it's still one of the best out, gorgeous.
It's definitely tough.
And
it's so tough.
The strongest new gen arc I've read. This video took so damn long to make. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna catch y'all next time.
Wake up, filthy.
It's like,
in peace. Oh. Nah, when it comes to Shibuya, they was cooking. When it comes to Shibuya, they was cooking. Everybody in there, amazing. I don't think there was a bad, notable character or like they came out of. Besides, not really. Everybody, Shibuya was tight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Shibuya was tight. It was tight. I fuck with it. And I fuck with this video. I liked it. You should do another one like it. You should do another one like it, gang. But with that being said, my boy's zephfire channel gonna be linked down below along in the video. Make sure you go show us some love. Hit the sub button, all the good stuff. And I'm catch y'all in the next one. Peace.